Looks like I'm going to start things out with a nice HSC here. Just got to get this all set up. Is the audio coming through fine? Looks like I need to. There we go. My traits are fine. Okay, let's see how this goes. I am being killed massively right now. Yeah, I was doing way too much damage. That feedback just was an insta-kill. I gotta look at the heals after this. This guy's healing me just like mad. I had so much damage in. Heals out. Heals from Admiral Spock, 4.3k healing per second. It's crazy. I had 1.2k healing per second from 3 of the restorative colony consoles. That was a long match, but that was still quite something. 262k with a non-optimal Hive team. Because your optimal runs nowadays are gonna be everyone doing over 150k apiece. Let's take a look at that parse some more. So even though I'm only running one Spire console, because I've got so much AC overflow, my crit chance was still over 50% on pretty much all my weapons. That was just a very crazy game there. See how my pets did. My drone ships, the one bay of them did 10.5k. And yesterday when I was doing that stream about the Herc Dreadnought that came out, both the hangar bays of those elite pets are doing just a smidge more than what this one hangar bay of drone ships does. So those pets definitely need a little bit of a buff. That was just a really good game though. Yeah, so if you're doing that contraband to dilithium to EC thing I was talking about, this promo pack event going on right now with the R&D packs also being on sale for this weekend, this is the time where you'd want to convert over to Zen and buy the promo packs. Okay. Let me change some things back. I'm going to do an ISA here once my cooldowns are good. That was just really crazy Hive run though. So many heals heading my way. Before I do that, I'm going to swap characters to see if I can gamble a little bit. See if anything's sold. Got to be able to gamble a little. Nope. Is the audio coming through good for you guys? I'll wait for my fleet support to get back up. There's 3 in the ISA queue now. Should be a fast pop. Oh. I missed it. As soon as it pops. That Herc Dread is dropping in price. As soon as it goes. Here it goes. Hello? Yeah, I've got the one up at 940. I was trying to just get some quick EC. All the other promo ships take a bit longer to sell. Oh, didn't go full impulse like I wanted to. Yeah, this is a bad run. The run is now screwed. When your team doesn't have the DPS to kill those spheres fast enough, you can tell that fast that the run is bad. And I'm overshooting things. Oh, don't slide. I've messed up the positioning so bad in this run already. This is what not playing for most of the last few months does to piloting. And being the only person in here doing damage. I was Lund. As bad as this run is, it's still over 200k. That's just sad. I'm just gonna warp out in shame. That was just abysmal. I have two versions of the prevailing engines up at Mark 15. The one that goes off of heels, and then the one for the firing mode ability. I'm gonna have to reprice this Herc Dread down to 930 and hope it sells so I can get some gambling done on stream. I could have went with another promo ship to sell, but with how quickly the Hercs have been moving for me, I just wanted to get the quick EC, so I'm taking about a 70 to 100 mil hit on what I could get. Let me check the Tal Shiar ships here quick, just see if I need to reprice anything while I'm here. Sounds good, Lund. All of the low-buy ships are too cheap right now. Always are with these promo packs. Oh, both inverted. Ooh, yeah. That sucks. Undercut already? Man, what is going on? 920. How long till I'm undercut? I'll let this go as low as 900. If it doesn't, if it gets to the point where it's at 900 and stuff, it goes below that, I'll pull it off and I'll be patient. I want to get this thing flipped so I can buy more packs. This is Exchange PvP at its finest. Now what can we go do? Let's see. I'm not gonna go back on SOB right now. Go this one. Let's do some more with the Herc Dread. This one's set up as a tank and stuff, so it's fine to just take it in and be bad in bugs. If you want to know about, you know, the poor side of things, Steve, the stream I did yesterday, I opened $1 billion worth of promo pack boxes and didn't get a single ship. So that was a nice, easy 700 million EC loss right there. That's what it's like to be space rich. You lose it all on gambling on stupid things. All my stuff is... most of it's on cooldown, but... oh, let's get this done. Stop being poor. I was thinking about naming a character that, and then opening lockboxes on it, but I figured that might be pushing it a bit too far. Because if I started spamming ship wins on it globally to everyone, that might get me a few more reports than I usually get. The thing is, though, with that loss yesterday, I have thankfully made up for it. Just earlier, let me see if I can find it. Yep, here it is. I bought 2 promo packs earlier, and I opened them, and the second one gave me a ship. So far today I have won 4 promo ships out of around, I'm gonna have to guess, 100 and... probably 120, 150 boxes so far. So I've made up for it today. I would wait for the cold-hearted trait, because cold-hearted is seriously OP. And the fact is, it also counts as a control ability, so you can then use the temporal rep trait controlled countermeasures to get an additional 7.5% Cat 2 weapon damage buff. There's a lot you can do as a free-to-play player. There's things, well, right now all you need is the Herc Beacon, apparently, but yeah, you can still do well free-to-play. You're just not going to be able to do, like, the absolute min-max stuff free-to-play. That just requires a really hefty investment. Let's, do another ISA pug. Because that is seemingly what most still care about. I talked to Alfie last night also for SCM uploads. We've currently got them disabled because of the Herc beacon from the home mission being really broken. I talked to Spartan just a little bit ago, and she was saying that they are looking into it. It'll probably be... I'm gonna guess it's gonna be fixed in a week or 2. But what we're gonna do, hopefully, is... I asked Alfie if he could just block it from appearing in the parser, like what we did last year with that Vesta console, which you remember, Lund. So if we just go and remove it like that. Oh, power slid too far. I'll get the hang of this again. I forget what I was just saying though now. Brush to the side. No, the Herc beacon is still bugged. Oh, but... Oh, the console, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Vesta console, they fixed that, but I don't remember if we did re-enable it in SCO. Oh, nope, I took too much damage. There is no ISC, Yankee. Yeah, hopefully cryptic support gets in there and helps you with that. It's a terrible run. Okay, so that was a terrible run. I seem to be doing very badly in ISA as of late. I did manage a 270 last night, but I am very rusty. Okay, let me catch up on chat. So, there's no game sound while I'm alt-tabbed. Yeah, Mark, they should be able to get you back where you were before your account was hacked. Steve, Oxtabat, you know, it's different from, you know, back when attrition warfare was, you know, the thing. Back when, I think you were involved in that stuff with the Oxtabat tank when attrition warfare was a thing, weren't you? That was quite different back then. Attrition warfare was so far ahead in performance, it was extremely stupid to go Oxtabat. And now we have attrition warfare nerfed, and we have cold-hearted being a thing, so put Oxtabat on everything, basically. So the disco expansion, I don't know, I've got a dog, I just got going off in the background here, hopefully you guys don't hear it. And I don't exactly have a sarcasm detector around to, you know, help me with these things. I'm not sure I'm going to use this Herc Dread much longer. If I'm being honest, it's sort of sucks. Let's see here. The Disco expansion, you know, it's going to be a copy of Agents of Yesterday with the Discovery theme. And that's going to be it. I'm expecting now a Discovery themed fleet holding this fall, being they release a new fleet holding basically every fall. Hopefully it's just a 3-tier like K13 was. I am using STO Combat Meter to parse things. Super Joe, is the Zentaur able to survive an ISA Pug without RSP2? So I've never actually used the Zentaur, but I've used ships similar enough to it to know that you can make it survivable. The big thing nowadays is using these colony tac consoles and pugs for your survivability. So you're going to take a bit of a hit on your crit chance, but if you're on a cannon build, which you were talking about in the comments on that other video, if you run cannons and stack enough AC overflow, you're going to be fine. Yankee, it's STO Combat Meter. I'll pull it up here on the screen. This thing here. ACT is going to give you horrible results. I don't use Combat Log Reader due to personal preference and past history with the people that manage that thing. And yeah, and I'm an admin for the DPS channels that use this parser, so I use the STO Combat Meter. Oh yeah, I'll type it in chat for you. I really want to gamble, so I need this shit, or some of them, to sell. No? I gotta go up and see what this Herc's at now. I've been undercut again, I can sense it. Yeah, you put it at 900, okay. Oh no, someone else put one at 900. Oh boy. Let's just go to the patient route. 950. So I haven't seen anything about the, other than, you know, their initial announcement yet about the tier 6 reps. You know, I think it could be interesting if they do something with it. Like some, you know, unique rewards for playing the queues for those specific reputations, the non-red alert ones. You know, something to get people actually in and running queues again. I think that could be great. But outside of that, I'm not looking forward to going through and getting all 12 or 13 reputations up to tier 6 on how many different characters. Is this hybrid rapid fire scatter volley dealing more DPS than a pure rapid fire build? In HSC, yes. And you need, well, if you don't need, but if you want to get max performance, you want to be using Withering Barrage and go for the kill on those hybrid builds. Dane, the one that was there was undercutting me by 20 mil, so I'll just be patient with it. I've probably burnt most of my luck today anyways with the 4 promo ship. Still got one in a box here. I've got so many of these R&D packs here. They only stack to 10 when they come from the C-Store R&D packs. The lockbox ones stack up to 99. Yankee, if you go to the... Oh, hold on here. I can just put the Dropbox link in. That'd probably be easy. That's the SCM, like the direct EXE if the setup doesn't work for you. Oh, you can't download it though? It's just on Dropbox, that should be at the top right or something. Let me look here. Yeah, at the top right there's a download button, direct download. So I'll swap back to SOB quick and I'll go over the traits I'm using there. Yeah, it can't be previewed. That should be exactly what pops up for you. You need to... Oh. You need to go back to that initial page. You don't want to do that. You just hit this download, direct download right here. You don't want to hit the .exe. You want to hit this download on the page before that. Yeah, I could see them doing 50k. 100k seems a bit excessive. I've not used Norton. I've only used just the built-in Windows Defender on some of my systems, and then I have Bitdefender on this one, and I've not had any issues. You do need to make sure you go in and add an exclusion to the combatlog.log file, though. Ever since the spring update or whatever for Windows 10, it's been really, really laggy. If you don't add in that exclusion, it scans the log file every time a change is made, which, if you go into something like HSE, that's why I was lagging so bad a while back. Okay, so traits on a hybrid build. In ISA, I would be running Emergency Weapon Cycle, Go for the Kill, Promise of Ferocity, Withering Barrage, Cold Hearted. With Scouter Volley 3 and Rapid Fire 2. That's what I run most of the time on the hybrid build. If I need more tankiness, I'll drop Promise of Ferocity for Invincible. But if you go back to the start of the stream, Joe, I did an HSC with this hybrid build, and I think that was 260 something. It was not an optimal run. I was the only really high DPS in there. Thoughts on Ferengi Plasmas? I hate Plasma. Like, every time I have tried to do a Plasma build, the Plasma, like, it's always so underwhelming. It just underperforms every other, like, option I've got. So, my thoughts on it are, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm looking here just to see what these other promo ships are at. Yeah, that Herc Dread isn't the most popular thing ever. You missed an HSE where I did a lot of DPS and somehow managed to stay alive due to a dedicated healer, and yeah, pretty much most of what you missed. It's probably because I started this like an hour earlier than I originally intended to. So another thing too with these hybrid builds, it's when I'm in combat, when I'm actually swapping between the scatter volley and the rapid fire, I don't have separate keybinds for them. What I do is I will manually go and I'll right click this rapid fire over to where the scatter volley is, you know, and then just drag them, swap them around. So you could probably make a keybind to, you know, make that easier, but personally that's just what I do. I would rather use Tetrion. Yeah, anti-proton works. I've not used anti-proton in quite some time now. But yeah, it's still good. It's not going to beat disruptors, phasers, or probably polarons now, but yeah, it's still good. Let's see here. It's going to swap around. I really want to get some gambling done. It's annoying me. None of this stuff selling. Oh. Yes, I may have opened a few promo packs, judging by the number of stacks of 10 promo packs, or R&D packs here. Maybe just a few. Sensor linked phasers would be the top performing phasers, but not by much. So has anyone got any nice STO questions? Yes, I very much like lockboxes and promotion packs. It's very silly of me to have gone into doing all the promo pack gambling as of late, because as we saw yesterday, that can be quite a loss, but I'm enjoying it, which is not good. Need to see how much these research assignments are going for now. I've got like 500 to 600. Well, I guess I'm gonna do another HSE. The best performing wide arc, probably the wide arc Quantum, I want to say. All the wide arc Torps, just, they're all trash performance-wise, but I'd probably go for that just because of all the Quantum buffs out there and because I like how it looks. In fact, I think I've used the wide-angle Quantum Torp on some of the, like, phaser cruiser DPS builds I've done in the past. Why do I have no ground traits slotted? Because I don't play ground in this game. If I want to do ground stuff, I go to like a game that's like FPS stuff, PUBG, Rainbow Six Siege. I don't like the ground in this game. Please tell me we have a Psy. That our 5th is a Psy. That would suck quite a bit to not have a Psy in here. I grabbed my obfuscation screen just in case. Where is it? Too many consoles. Okay, there's a Psy. Part of my issue with ISA, like all these runs I'm doing, yeah, I got 270 in there earlier without the Herc beacon, but it's just that most of the runs I've done this year, most of my DPS focus and the times I have been playing has been in Hive Space Elite. I really stopped caring about ISA. ISA is just not good enough. Oh, crud. Way too much threat. Yeah. I'm just pulling way too much threat here. Corfez Pug. That was already rough to do before because most people in this game do the equivalent to your hanger pet. And now, especially with all the buffs they gave Corfez, there's no way I would run that with a Pug. It can still be done though. Tenora's group, they went and did it in like 12 minutes a week or so back. Oh, of course, there's something hand down. Okay. Hello, I'm dead. The Psy hit sub-nuke right away. Or not? Okay. Oh, that was a goner there. Hear my combat log after this. It's 140 minutes. The thing with the Pug Life is it's made the value of these new colony tac consoles just skyrocket. I run those things on most builds and I keep hitting the wrong thing here. Not the worst run ever, but there's still not enough overall team DPS. This run was almost 6 minutes. That's like 2 to 3 minutes too long for a nice HSE run DPS wise. Still 272. Okay, well, is there any final questions here? I'm going to see if anything's sold yet on my alts, but I need to get going here soon, so I'm not going to be around too much longer. Well, this time there's at least a tank. Last time I was pulling most of the threat, but I had a healer there. That was helping a good chunk of the healing for me. But the colony consoles were the MVP for me last game. Terrible. No gambling right now. Yeah, the colony tac consoles, you only want to use them if you're wanting survivability, basically. You're sacrificing the crit chance for a heal. And you need to use 2 to 3 of them at least to get the most out of the proc on them. And then you want to have a dummy proc. That's what the Beam Overload 1 for me was, to help proc all of them. $900. Okay. I'm desperate. Let's see if this will go fast. $890. Oh no, Cryptic is weird in how they enforce things. Lots of PMs right now. So what I find funny is, like, all the gold sellers, you know, Cryptic supposedly deals with them quite a bit, you know, bans them. But I just reported one the other day that was in my KDF fleet. He had just joined, he asked for the Discord, I give him the Discord link, and then he goes on and he sends me a message on Discord asking if he can post a link to his gold seller form thread on some website where he's selling a few billion EC. I tell him no. And then he starts PMing the links to people and invites them to some gold seller Discord. So I go in game, I kick him out of the fleet, I report him and tell you know, the customer support to go look. You're gonna see. I can see that he's sold EC because the amount on his listing has went down by 1 billion from when he initially sent it to me. So I tell him just go look, and of course they're not gonna do a thing there. But then again, there's also, as I learned from a fleet mate a while back, there is an EGPAL fleet. It's not named EGPAL, but it's ran by an account named at EGPAL. And they haven't done anything about that in the how many years? It's cryptic. I don't get them sometimes. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, it's... Figure a lot of people want that ship. We've got 1,000 of the provisions. Why not help people? Really just sitting here hoping this thing sells. Not gonna move fast though, so... Sadly, no gambling on stream today because I couldn't resist using all of the 150 keys and 60 promo packs I had before the stream, where I did pull a ship. But yeah, there we go. Thank you, Kukaz25. I can gamble for people. All these 10 packs hiding from me. Get some promo packs. I like to mix these things up nowadays. I've stopped spam clicking these. I found just opening them like 1 second usually has been working better for me as of late. Give me a T6 or something. Am I gonna lose another 900 million? Is this what's really gonna happen? $11 keys left. Down to the 15 promo packs to give me a ship. Nope. Why is it on stream? It doesn't want to ever give me a ship, but if I go off stream and like open, it'll give me a ship. Oh wow. I've got plenty of other stuff listed, so I'll just post some more ships. And you'll see me pop up later on winning a few more ships. Hopefully. Terrible. Okay, well, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, what I'm gonna guess was me losing about 500 million, maybe 4 to 500. It's fine. I'll make up for it with gambling later. So I will see you all around. Should have a video out Monday. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to cover, but I'll quickly get something done Sunday night like I usually do when I actually do videos. So stay tuned for that. See you all around.